Welcome back, ladies and gentlemen. Ever since the firing by the CISF, which led to the unfortunate death of 4 people on the 10th of April in the area called Sitalkuchi in West Bengal, there has been trading of charges that's been going on between the BJP and the Trinamool Congress. The latest flashpoint is that the BJP has released a sensational audio tape, and the audio tape allegedly shows that Mamata Banerjee is speaking to her own candidate of the Trinamool Congress of Sitalkuchi and talking to him in Bangla. And what she says, as per the BJP, is that the SP of the area should be blamed, the dead body should be kept, and unrest should be spread. That is the charge that the BJP has levelled against the Trinamool Congress. On the other hand, the Trinamool Congress has come out, done a press conference, not said much about the authenticity of the tape, but say what's wrong that Mamata Banerjee has said. But the bigger question and the bigger charge that they have filed back on the BJP is the snooping charge. So who was snooping on Mamata Banerjee's phone is the question the Trinamool Congress has posed back to the BJP. Let's listen in to the face-off.
Wants to take out a procession of dead bodies so that she can use them for political gains. She can communalize the election. She can create unrest. She further goes on to say that she will act against CRPF men instead of recognizing the work that they have done. She is looking to target them.
The big question is, who is recording all these tapes? Who is giving such inputs to the Home Minister of the country and everybody else? But we will fight all this politically.
So the legitimate question on the News Hour tonight is just one: what is the Sitalkuchi truth? That's the question and the debate. Bengal tape war, that's the hashtag and the debate coming up.
You're watching the News Hour at 9. Debate number 2 on Times Now. Super Prime Time.
And joining me tonight with our other guests on the debate number 2 is Riju Datta, spokesperson of the Trinamool Congress. And Mr. Riju Datta, I want to ask you, the BJP president, Mr. JP Nadda, has said the audio recording between Mamata and Sitalkuchi candidate is actually about vulture culture, and the vulture culture that the Trinamool Congress follows, and you are actually doing politics on the dead bodies of the 4 people who unfortunately lost their lives in Sitalkuchi. Respond to the charge made by the BJP.
Malika ji, first of all, it's very rich coming from BJP calling TMC vulture culture when their entire system has crashed. And, they are still doing Hindu-Muslims, and they should introspect and call them their own selves vultures because of their mismanagement, lakhs and lakhs of people are dying across the country in this COVID situation. And today, when all the parties went to the election commission, ma'am, Trinamool has made us stand that we want to club the faces and do in one phase. CPM said no rallies. But what BJP said, and I quote from their letter, they said 61% polls are done. They have got the full privilege of the Constitution. Give the other 39% of the candidates also full privilege of the Constitution. So what they are basically doing, the Prime Minister, Home Minister giving lectures in the afternoon with all the CMs how to control COVID, and they are coming in the afternoon doing rallies with 50,000 people. So they are super spreaders of the virus. They are killing people, so they should call themselves vulture first. And secondly, regarding the audio tape, Navita, when this news came to Mamata Banerjee at 8 o'clock in the morning, this was her first reaction. Did she take action on what was heard in this tape? No, nothing was done. Instead, she went there and said there should be no provocation of violence. We will, now the Calcutta High Court has also asked the Calcutta CID to take care of the investigation. So an investigation is already underway. What is BJP harping on? They are basically trying to change the goalposts because they are getting beaten up with this COVID narrative. So somehow कुछ ना कुछ 2 दिन पहले प्रशांत किशोर का टेप, 2 दिन बाद फिर मेरा टेप, 3 दिन बाद आपका टेप, चौथे दिन शहजाद का टेप, अब यही करते रहेंगे, टेप निकालते रहेंगे, कोविड फैलाते रहेंगे और लोगों को मारते रहेंगे। अरे पहले अपना चीज देखो, खुद पूरा देश को बेच दिया पहले, फिर देश के लोगों को मार
रिजू
दिया है।
दत्ता जी, आप तो ऐसे बोल रहे हैं जैसे आपकी पार्टी रैलीज नहीं कर रही। आपकी पार्टी जो रैली करती है उसमें जैसे कोविड अप्रोप्रिएट बिहेवियर हो रहा है, और आपकी पार्टी की जो रैलीज में है जैसे सोशल डिस्टेंसिंग हो रही है। यू आर ब्लेमिंग ओनली अमित शाह एंड नरेंद्र मोदी फॉर स्प्रेडिंग कोविड and killing people. But let me get in Dr. Patra. Dr. Patra, the charge against you is that you are snooping on a democratically elected chief minister of a state. And that is against the privacy norms, against what is given under fundamental rights of individuals in the Constitution. Respond to the charge made by the Trinamool Congress.
Navika, first and foremost over here, the spokesperson of Trinamool Congress conveniently went off to COVID, conveniently went off to rallies, but chose not to answer on the issue that we are discussing. Number one, they have confessed that these are original tapes of Mamata Banerjee and this is the voice of Mamata Banerjee. On the allegation that these are snooped, in fact, these are recorded illegally and we have snooped. How do they know that? I mean, most of the Karyakartas of Trinamool Congress, there's something called as the phone recorder, you know. And how would you say that, how would they vouch to say that many of their leaders would not have leaked this? Most of their leaders are in touch and they would conveniently leak as to what Mamata Banerjee has said them. So please, first talk to Partho Pratim Rai and then you come and talk about snooping. First test your own people, number one. Number two, on a serious note, what are the allegations that we are making, and rightly so? Number one, who was the person who in fact instigated the people of West Bengal to attack the central forces? Mamata Banerjee. What was the result? These 4 people attacked the central forces, wanted to snatch away the rifles, and what was the result? The unfortunate death of these 4 young men. And now they want to use these dead bodies, the dead bodies of the 4 young men, to in fact incarcerate the local SP, in fact to see to it that the blame falls on the central forces. And then Mamata promises that, well, yes, we will arrest the central forces. So actually, in frustration that they're losing out on the elections, she can go to the extent of arresting the central forces. She can go to any extent because she wants the booths to be looted. She wants violence to be prevalent. She wants Muslims to be instigated.
At least one part you will need to answer on the question raised by Dr. Patra. And the question raised by Dr. Patra is very, very important. There was incitement in the statements. She has been wrapped by the Election Commission on that incitement. And secondly, they say it's a leaked conversation. Maybe your people have leaked it. You have no source that this was tapping of a phone or snooping on the phone. And number three is the issue of the fact that you want to use this for your political gains.
Ma'am, it is, again, I'm saying, this person, the person who did this press conference today of the BJP, along with a lady MP, their credibility is, the lady MP, few days ago, broke her own window pane of her car, which is, again, in the video, trying to garner sympathy. They have lost all the 4 phases. They are going to lose the 5th. They have completely lost the plot in Bengal. And the other one is a super spreader of fake news who has turned the fake news factory into a cottage industry. He can be compared to the Minister Goebbels in 1922 Nazi Germany. So what is all this audio tapes and all this? You talk about what you want to do in Bengal. You have done polarization politics. You have lost there. Now because of COVID, you are beaten up. Now you are taping the Honorable CM of a state. You are recording MPs. And these are questions that were raised on the Parliament floor as well. That why
you're not denying the authenticity. You're not denying the authenticity, Shehzad Poonawalla. They are not denying the authenticity. And the fact is, the SP of Sital Kuchi had stated, and the SP is a Bengal police individual who has stated in his reaction to the media that day, on the day of the firing, that the central forces had to respond and retaliate in self-defense.
Where is the proof?
So isn't that the larger charge that she wants to take action?
Mr. Riju, let me have a chance. then you can come in, and I'm very fond of you. But Mr. Riju, Navika is right. Navika is right to the extent that you're not denying that this is a true audio tape. Secondly, if you had information that Sambit Patra has snooped this, then you would have filed an FIR with against Sambit Patra. You would not be debating with him. But leave that. I want to ask you, Mr. Majumdar, the polling officer of booth number 126 from that particular village, Jora Patki, from Sital Kuchi, he also came and testified that this was a gherao of the CAPF that was done by 300-350 people, maybe because of incitement call that was made before that. Apart from that, you had SP of Cooch Behar also who said this. And today, the conversation with your candidate, there are three things. One, Mamata Banerjee saying frame the SP, frame the CAPF. मतलब देखिए, सेंट्रल फोर्सेस को फ्रेम करना है. दूसरा, लाशें मत जाने दो, लाशों को रखो और उसको फिर हम प्रोसेशन निकाल के उस पर राजनीति करेंगे. So this is the mindset, लाशों पर राजनीति करने की mindset. And Riju Datta ji, I just want to ask you one thing, that today you must tell us that if these people are martyrs, and I consider them as victims at least, but these people are martyrs, central forces are murderers, but the SHO of Kishanganj, who was killed after a elan was made from a masjid, well, you never declared him a martyr. You never declared Mr. Burman, his family has come out and taken a stand against you. His father has said that TMC is responsible for the son's death. You got some maternal, paternal, I don't know, Durka uncle, and you said that, listen, Anand Burman's family is with us. But first you ignored Anand Burman's family. So is it because you do Rajniti, not just on lash, but on the identity of the lash?
Can I come in, Navika ji?
Yes, Riju Datta, the floor is yours.
Yes, I just want to say very simple thing, There are two narratives of this entire incident, and I have said this multiple number of times. On one hand, there is the SP's narrative, that's the armed forces narrative, and then this polling officer. On the other hand, the people who have actually lost their beloved, is their narrative, the villagers and the survivors, which are in total conflict with each other. I don't understand after 6 days, when there are, shut up now, please let me, please, I'll come to that point. When, in 5 days after that incident, or probably the 6th day now, why the EC, in a sensitive booth where there are 7 CCTV cameras, why they are saying we will pay them compensation and not release the video? Release the video. Where are central forces get out? We have released the video where there is...
Well, it may be part of an investigation and it will become clear. The court has ordered an investigation. So I don't think it's anybody's case that the CCTV should not be examined and not be looked at. But let me ask Mr. Ghanshyam Tiwari. Mr. Ghanshyam Tiwari, and today I don't ask you this question as a politician. I don't want to ask you this as a part of the opposition to the BJP brigade. I just want to ask you as a citizen of India, has this been the dirtiest election campaign that we've seen? Charge, counter-charge, and let's not even get to who's done a worse job or a better job than the other. Let's just look at the fact that hasn't this possibly been the dirtiest election in recent times?
Well, if it has been, why should not the remaining 4 phases happen in one phase? The nation stands doomed because of the distraction and complete demoralization by the Prime Minister, Home Minister. You look at the rallies conducted by Home Minister and the BJP President. As far as this particular case is concerned, there are statements by Mr. Rahul Sinha, BJP leader.
No. Let me come in there. Is Mamata Banerjee not holding rallies? Is Mamata Banerjee not holding rallies? Is Sanjay Raut not holding rallies? No, don't be selective. No, then condemn both. Because you must condemn both.
One phase election. In next 4 phases, if election commission is serious, it should have one phase election. Let us not doom India because the Prime Minister is obsessed with politics.
Yesterday's roadshow. Visuals on your screen are of yesterday's roadshow by Mamata Banerjee and just look at the crowds over there. Let's not get selective, Ghanshyam Tiwari.
Let Sambit Patra say that it is in nation's interest to hold the remaining 4 phases as one phase election. What is preventing them?
Why should he say it is not up to him? It is up to the election commission and the troops that it has. You think Dr. Patra is going to decide? You think in 2011 and 2016, when these phases were held, there were 5 or 6 phases, even in 2011, 7 phases in 2016.
Thousands dying every day. Thousands dying every day because Prime Minister does not give time to the nation. He's busy doing his government politics in Bengal.
up
2 lakh COVID cases.
from
The
one
world is
phase,
laughing at us.
from the
We are
one
doing
phase
4
argument, now you go to the COVID argument. Well, ladies and gentlemen, the goalposts in politics keep changing. The goalposts in politics keep changing, ladies and gentlemen. But for citizens who are looking at this election, especially in these COVID days, are looking at possibly the fiercest, possibly the dirtiest, and possibly a very, very negative campaign. And you can't choose sides on this one. The BJP versus the Trinamool Congress. I don't think the quality really is something to choose from. That's where we leave it today. Result day on May 2nd. We hope we don't have to see a high decibel negative campaign of this kind, possibly ever again, if we can help it. Thank you very much, ladies and gentlemen, for joining me on the News Hour tonight. Good night, stay safe, wear your mask, and if there is a weekend lockdown in your area, please follow the restrictions and don't hoard any medicines that you don't need at this point of time, especially Remdesivir. Let it be available in the market for those who need it to save their lives. Good night. I'll see you on Monday.